Hello, Derry family. It's been far too long since we have been able to gather and worship together as we have in the past. I hope you know how much we long to see you and worship with you, fellowship with you, serve with you once again. Unfortunately, the coronavirus still makes that difficult to do. With so many unknowns about new strands of the virus, how easily transmittable they are, even if they're more deadly. There's still a high number of cases. The hospitals are still overwhelmed. We really hope that the curve is flattening and will continue to get better as the days and weeks go by so we can go back to having in-person gatherings at Derry. The task force met, and we don't want to try to set some kind of hopeful future date because it'll just be a shot in the dark with no knowledge of whether we'd actually be able to meet that goal or not. So instead of trying to spend time setting up some hope for a goal that may just end up disappointing you, we're spending our time really focusing on what it will look like when we do open back up fully, when we are able to meet again. We're working on what things can begin first. How will we do that? What will worship look like? What about other gatherings? We're spending a lot of time focusing on our reopening plans and doing that work. And that way, when we can be back together, we can hit the ground running. But in the meantime, we are still wanting to be here for you, to serve you, to support you, to help nourish your spiritual life. So we're going to hear from a lot of our staff in this short video telling you about some of the things that will be happening here in the next several weeks. We'll continue to do our Tuesday evening pre-recorded worship services, and we're having another drive-through on February 14th. You'll be able to pick up a special little treat from Loretta, and we'll also be handing out kind of a Lenten storybook, stories about people that Derry members and friends have met on their journeys. As during Lent, we kind of follow Jesus' journey from Galilee to Jerusalem and look at the people he met. So I hope you will continue to connect with us online. And if there's anything we can do for you, any prayers we can make, any ways we can serve you, please do not hesitate to reach out. We still want to be the church for you, to proclaim God's word, share God's love, and practice God's justice with you and for you.
Hey everybody, Pastor Pam here. I know I haven't had a chance to meet many of you in person, and I'm looking forward to a time when that is a possibility. In the meantime, we've been doing a lot of virtual programming with the youth. On Sunday mornings, we have Sunday school where we've been looking at current events, things in the news or things that we've heard on podcasts, and how our faith can inform the way that we react to and live in the world as it is. We also at youth group have been talking about current pop culture through the lens of faith. And we have been playing games like a murder mystery. We have done an escape room, and recently we played some Jeopardy! I hope that you'll join us online for Sunday school and youth group, and know that we are looking forward to a time that we can be together again. And in preparation for that, the youth leadership team and I, as well as a group of parents and I, are going to be meeting and talking about what youth group might be once we can join together again. And so I hope that you will look forward to that time with me, and know that we are planning and thinking ahead so that when we get the go-ahead from session that we can meet once again in person. We already have a plan in place, and it just needs to be implemented. We miss you at the church. I can't wait to meet so many of you, and God bless.
Greetings from the swell chamber of the pipe organ. This is one of the 3 rooms that we've talked about of the organ. And I wanted to greet you here from this room because in just a couple of weeks, the organ builders will return. It's been a little while, but they will be back. And all these blue lines you see here, the tapes, those are where the pipes will go. And so in just a couple of weeks, all those blue holes, you'll see tons and tons of pipes there. And on that rack back there and behind me right here. So that's just one of the exciting things. Another is the virtual concert on February 28th. I'll be doing some solo piano and doing some exciting collaborations. I love doing piano for hands. and things like that. And there will be a bunch of dance music, and we all need to dance, don't we? As well as we're starting some virtual choir things. So you'll see sort of the different people singing different times. That's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of fun stuff coming up in music, and we'll hope to have this room become deafening in here very soon.
Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Steelman. I hope you're doing well. I love seeing so many of you joining with me on Sunday mornings for Sunday school and Sunday afternoons for our fellowship time. I hope some of you who haven't yet been able to join us will do so in the coming weeks. We've been having a good time following Jesus's life from an early little guy all the way up through his teenage years and now into his 20s as he wanders about and meets all kinds of people during his lifetime. So please gather with us during Sunday school. Any week is totally fine to hop in. You'll learn something fun, and there's no prep work. It's super easy. We get together, we talk, and I do all kinds of fun lesson design so that it keeps it engaging but also light at the same time. Also, we've been having some fellowship fun, and we'll continue to do so in February. We have 2 fun events coming up for all ages to be able to enjoy, so keep an eye on my email for information about those. And we also have a special 5th and 6th grade only event coming up. We know that our 5th and 6th graders are kind of struggling right now with one, joining youth group during a time of virtual everything, and 2, the 5th graders who are kind of losing out on what would have been their 5th grade last year of children's ministry. So Pastor Pam and I got together. We have all kinds of fun ideas on some neat ways that we can get these 2 age groups together and having a good time and just reconnecting with our church friends. So that way, when we finally get to gather in person, you'll be ready to jump right back in and have fun with your friends. So again, keep an eye on our emails. We have all kinds of fun things that we're trying so that we can keep connected during these trying times, but also so that we're ready to dive right back in when we finally get the chance to gather in person. Until then, know that my thoughts and prayers are with you all.
We miss you. And even though we're not able to worship in person at this time, we want to stay connected to you. We want to know how you're doing. Stephen and I have been making phone calls, sending texts and emails just like you have to one another to make sure you're okay. I've really enjoyed making those birthday calls. Sometimes when I call, I find out what kind of cake you're having on your special day. And some of you have found us online. You're our guests and you've been worshiping with us for months and weeks now. We'd like to share more of our story with you. We'd like for you to get better acquainted with us. If you're interested, we have a new member discovery classes that begin January 31st. Just let us know you're interested and we'll send you that Zoom information. It's a great time for you to ask questions about what Presbyterians believe and to hear our story and to get acquainted with the staff and also some key leaders. We have worship on Sunday mornings, but we also have a midweek service. A midweek service you can view at any time you need that moment of reflection in your life. We miss you, but we are praying for you. Please let us know how we can support you. Let us know how we can help you through these times, and we will see each other again soon.